Do you find yourself crying for what appears to be no reason? Have people told you you're just way too sensitive and way too emotional? Well, that used to happen to me a lot when I was younger. And I used to think, is something wrong with me? Because I'd have days, of course, being a really happy kid, and then I'd have days of just going into these places of really deep sadness. Well, as I got older and got involved in the healing arts, I learned more about being an empath. People that are very sensitive to not only what's happening inside of them, but what's happening around them and for other people. And it's a gift. Sometimes I used to think it was a curse because I could feel so deeply. But I learned to appreciate all feelings. And there were times that I would wake up sad in the middle of the night and be crying, not understanding why, and then perhaps in the morning find out about some devastating thing that happened on this planet somewhere else. Well, some people may call that psychic, I don't know. But I feel, and I feel deeply, and I've learned to honor those feelings, not as being depressed, but as being a sensitive being. And so we talk about nutrition being related to depression, but sometimes it could be more than that. It could be that when you're such a sensitive being and you haven't had proper skills and training to find a spiritual balance with all of it, it can take you on the other side more often than not understanding what's really happening for yourself either. So as a sensitive being, as an empath, I implore you to find the resources, to get the coping skills, and to find the spiritual balance. And of course, we know coping doesn't mean eating those comfort foods like we talked about in a previous video. Coping is the things that help us survive on this planet to bring us more joy, because we need that. We need the balance. And so if you're an empath, you can reach out to me. And there's lots of books too, and there's wonderful trainings out there in this world, how to use your gifts and how not to get caught in that deep, deep state of sadness. Although we all need to honor sadness too, because without the light, there is no dark. And without sadness, do we know what happiness is?